Tszyu versus Terrell Guasha. Terrell Guasha's an Olympian. It's in Minnesota, so you know Tszyu doesn't waste a lot of punches and doesn't exude much energy and keeps his distance and stays out of the way. So I think the technical ability should be with Tszyu, and hopefully he can rack up enough of a score points victory and probably a knockout late on. I'm rooting for Australia. I think Tszyu, Terrell is pretty good though. He's got, good Olympic record, really good Olympian record. He has lost to Alessandra Lara, who's, fought Canelo and, other fighters. So this is a tough fight for Tszyu, but one that's passable. I'd say Terrell Guasha is more on the Jamal Herring style, like a lot of experience, but not top. I'd say like B. I'd say not A. I'd say not in the 10% of the best. Not in the top 10. He's not a top 10. I'd say he's like a 15 to 20, probably in the top 30. That's the way I'd put it. He's like not like a Danny Garcia level, or just fring like almost there but not quite. He's come up short a few times, only twice, but you see like the control of Tszyu compared to someone who sort of like is wild with his punches and he's not as crisp. Tszyu is a really good calculated puncher. He doesn't waste a shot. He's really accurate. It's like every single shot he throws is planned with the distance, so he's not going to rush in, he's not going to run in. He's got really cool head, but he's also got pressure. So when you combine the pressure ability and the ability to stay out of the way at the same time, which is pretty difficult, you can be calculated and put on the pressure. That's what Golovkin was really good at, and I think that's going to be the defining difference in this fight. The accuracy of the power. The accuracy of the power, as Mike Tyson would say. The accuracy will show in this, and the crispness, and just the technique. This is a technical fight where Tszyu should break him down, and it'll probably be a knockout or a points. I would be surprised if Herring gets the victory, but you're fighting in Minnesota, so you don't want a Lamont Peterson situation like with Khan and what's going on with my words today? Yeah, so you don't want a Khan situation where Tszyu's racking up the points, or and then obviously a bit of pressure, and the judges got to watch out for that, because Houston crowds, Minnesota crowds, you don't want it's an away thing for Tszyu. But I think ultimately Tszyu should win on a point or a knockout. I think he's going to stop him in round 10, 11. I think the pressure from Tszyu is just like I said, nothing wasted. So he's going to apply the pressure, but he's not going to get gassed doing it, because he's not going to throw wild haymakers. Everything's like, yeah, calculated and constructed and mechanical with Tszyu. Sort of like his dad. His dad was a great controller of distance. I'll never forget that Tzyu shot. Doing the Harlem Shuffle and all sorts. He was doing the... Tzyu was doing isometrics and isos and all that way before, like, America's best dancers. But no, that was a great fight. I remember that vividly. Right before Ricky Hatton could have fought Tszyu, just before that as well. Great memories. Anyway, Tszyu is going to get the win. I'm going a point or a knockout. I don't see how Terrell could trouble him if, although he has fought some good opponents, Denton Vassell's an old school fighter from Manchester, who Tszyu's fought actually, sorry. So Tszyu's got a good record, as like Jeff Horn. He's beat some decent fighters coming up. Rugged, but I don't think Terrell is technically good enough to beat him. Nope. So Tszyu by knockout or stoppage. Peace. Let me know what you think. Am I right? Am I wrong? Who you got? I'm out.